Well, hello beautiful souls, it's your girl Janae coming at you with another video, and as you can tell by the title, this video is going to be a very late part 2 of my did we love it or was it just popular video. So a little over 2 years ago, Jackie Anna did her version of it, but she did the beauty space, and then I think like a year later she did her fragrances. I think she did it twice, but I did mine shortly after her first one, so I'll leave that video linked in the eye in the sky. And this version is going to be all about Middle Eastern fragrances, very popular Middle Eastern fragrances. I'm going to tell you guys if we love it or if it's just popular. Disclaimer, this is going to be we as in me, my personal opinion. Okay, if you feel differently, we all have our right to an opinion, and we could chit chat in the comments. So if you guys are interested in seeing what fragrances are on today's list and if I think they're worth it or not, then go ahead and just keep on watching. So if you are new to my channel, hello again. My name is Janae. Welcome. And if you are returning, thank you so much for clicking back onto another video. I truly appreciate you guys' support. So if you have not already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below and join the family, and give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more videos from moi. Now let's get into it. Lip combo of the day is super simple, super cute. We're wearing Charlotte Tilbury's Lip Cheat in the shade Hollywood Honey. This is actually my favorite shade from that Lip Cheat lip liner line. And then I followed up with one of my favorite glosses from NYX. This is the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Tiramisu. Now this shade is like my perfect lip color, and then along with Hollywood Honey, it just gives this cute feminine romantic type of vibe, which I'm here for. And this is kind of like my go-to combo if I'm doing a neutral eye or something a little bit more bronzy like today. So yeah, love these two together, and this is today's lip combo. If you are new to my channel, I do start off with my scent of the day, so go ahead and leave your scent of the day or night down below. I would absolutely love to know. I love the dialogue. I love to know what you guys are wearing and what you're smelling like. Today I am wearing a fragrance that's fun, flirty, and all that good stuff. It's not really matching today's aesthetic, but it's a very hot day, okay? It's very hot today. And I'm wearing Batik from Aroma Concepts. Now, this scent is the first one on the list, and it is my scent of the day. This is just a very bright, fresh, juicy, fruity, sweet watermelon fragrance. It's giving watermelon Jolly Rancher vibes. I'm really into it. I feel like the only downside to this fragrance is that it doesn't last as long as I would want it to. And like that juiciness, that watermelon candied vibe does not stay around. It does dry down to be a little bit more musky, like more like of a white musk, so it's kind of fresh. But I do really enjoy this scent overall, and I think it's super fun, it's super flirty, and to me it's really cute. It's a really cute, not doing too much type of fragrance. And I like to layer this with Bon Parfumeurs 202 because that fragrance has a juicy fruity watermelon note in it as well, and I think they really complement each other, and it allows this fragrance to just perform a little bit better in my opinion. But if I had to say if this is just popular or if we love it, I'm going to personally say I think it's just popular because this fragrance doesn't really perform that well. It smells really good. I feel like if you're a teen, a preteen, if you're in your early 20s, you'll really enjoy this. Even if you're a little bit older, it's just very fun and playful. But this is a little bit more on the youthful side, and I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm just saying there's not a lot of complexity to it. So if you're someone who doesn't really care too much for complexities and nuances and, you know, just artistry, then I think you would like this one. But if you are, then this is definitely going to be a letdown. So I would say personally, this is just popular and we don't necessarily love it, but I love it. You know, it's nice. Next, we have another very popular scent. Okay, very popular to the point where this thing has gone viral so many times. All of these fragrances have gone viral, to be completely honest. My eye was on this fragrance when it was being promoted, before it even was launched. I was like, yes, I need that. This is Kissa Delicious from Paris Corner. Y'all, this fragrance is a beautiful, sweet, chocolatey, slightly citrusy fragrance. It's very sweet though. Like if you love a good gourmand, you would love this. It kind of gives me choco musk vibes, but like make it a little bit more interesting. You're not getting straight up like hot chocolate powder, right? You're getting a little bit more complexities to it. I get this like fluffy, airy nature, this creaminess, this lactonic vibe. It's really pretty in my opinion. It's one that, I don't know, like you can wear on its own, you can layer it, it's vanillic, it's just perfect, right? You can wear it for date night, you can just wear it to chill in the house. I personally feel like every gourmand lover should have this one because it's really good, really good. So if I had to say if it's just popular, if we love it, I'm gonna say we love it. That's just me, because if you love gourmands, you would love this fragrance. It's not too sweet, it's not too thick, it's not too rich. It's absolutely beautiful. It's airy enough to wear in the high heat, and you know, just year round. I think this would be very, very beautiful. So Kissa Delicious from Paris Corner. This next fragrance is one that I hauled earlier this year, and I was so excited to get my hands on it because all of the girls were talking about this new baby. And this is Aoud Pink to Pink from Lattafa. I grabbed mine off of fragrancebuy.ca for a very, very affordable price. This is a bright, citrusy, fruity floral fragrance. What I get the most really is that very bright, tart guava note. I also get this like grapefruit vibe. It dries down to some florals, a little bit of a woody tone, a little bit musky. I think that this fragrance is one that you have to be in a certain mood for. I really love how tart and bright and fresh that guava is, along with that grapefruit. I feel like they complement each other very well. However, there's something in this fragrance that kind of smells like oily, like petroleum jelly. I don't know, like I can't really describe it, but it's just something that doesn't sit right with me, and it really projects off of my skin. I smell it as soon as the fragrance opens up, and it lingers throughout the whole fragrance. I cannot put my finger on it, but there's something in this scent that just doesn't sit right with me. And then there's also like this tart kind of aftertaste. I think it may be the guava. It's like this background that the guava has. I don't know if it's the type of guava accord that they used, but for me, I just don't like how it like lingers. It's just something about this fragrance that just does not sit right with me. So I know a lot of people love the original Aoud as well. I have not tried that. That's supposed to be similar to Eilish #1, like the original Eilish from Billie Eilish, which I own and I love. But this one I felt like personally was a little bit more of a disappointment. I know that a lot of people really enjoyed this one, but for me, I would say that this is just popular. I really don't feel like people really love this because it just, I don't know, it has this weird tone to it. Like, I'm not much of a fan. So this is Aoud Pink to Pink, and I think it's just popular. This one right here, crazy, crazy, crazy. This is Terak from Lattafa, y'all. Lattafa came out with bangers this year, and this is one of them. This is a sweet, warm, spicy fragrance. It has this leathery touch to it. It has a very heavy caramel note. The pear in here is really nice as well, so you get this fruity tone to it. It is absolutely gorgeous. I love this fragrance. It's so smooth, it's so elegant. Quentin Biche was the perfumer on this fragrance, and he's one of my favorite perfumers in the game right now. This scent lasts forever on the skin. You can find this for about like $30 to $50 on the internet. And for me, I feel like for what you're getting, this is a steal. Like, this should be designer prices in my opinion, because I feel like the juice is so good. It just screams money. Like, it screams regal, elegant, sophistication, but more in a trendy way. And I just love the way that this fragrance smells. It gives me life. Now with this one, either you love it or you hate it. Some people hate it, some people love it. I'm on the side where people love it. So I'm gonna say that we love this scent. I'm not gonna say it's popular because it's fantastic, especially if you love like a deep, warm, sensual fragrance with some sweetness. You will really enjoy Terak from Lattafa. I know this video is super biased, but it's my video. No, just kidding. This next fragrance is probably the best seller from this house. I don't know for sure, but I'm gonna just stick my neck out and say that. This is Vanilla 28 from Kayali. This is a Middle Eastern brand, so don't come for me. This fragrance is very sweet, warm, slightly spicy even. I get this like booziness to it. Oh my gosh, the way that this fragrance ages in the bottle is crazy. I have a 50 ml as well, so that's kind of like my travel bottle, and this is my home bottle. But this one, man, this one is for the vanilla lovers who love like an easygoing with a slightly more elevated type of vanilla. This doesn't go super cakey, which is why I really enjoy this, and I think that's why it's really popular, because this is for the vanilla lovers who want to smell a little bit more sophisticated. This layers easily with a lot of fragrances, and personally I just feel like it's just a bomb vanilla in general. It's not the most complex, so if you're looking for a super complex vanilla, this isn't for you. But for like an everyday vanilla, for a signature scent, for an easy to layer fragrance, Vanilla 28 is that girl. So for me, I'm gonna say we love her because the girls are still going crazy over Vanilla 28, and personally I love to layer her with fragrances outside of Kayali. With Kayali fragrances, she just always is a go-to for me. So yeah, we definitely love her. All right, this next one might be a little controversial with my my verdict, but I'm gonna stick beside my thoughts. This next fragrance is gonna be Tus Caramel Cascade from Paris Corner. This was released earlier this year, and this is supposed to be similar to Bianco Latte. Now, I can say it does give Bianco Latte vibes. I would say it's less spicy though. So if Bianco Latte was a little too spicy for you and you want something that's truly like vanillic and creamy and lactonic, this is the one for you. I think it's just beautiful, sweet, creamy lactonic. It's a little bit spicy, but not as spicy as Bianco Latte. I think this is just a really pretty scent, very easygoing. I like to reach for this for bed because it's super cozy, it's super comforting. I feel like this fragrance is one of those hug in a bottle type of scents, and I really enjoy that. Like, I feel like it really gives that comforting, cozy, chilling type of vibe, but you can also have this be more of an intimate encounter type of fragrance, if you know what I mean. Get one of them. But this one I think is nice. However, I will say I think this one is just popular because I just don't feel like there's anything super special about it, to be honest. Like, it's cool, it's nice, but there's nothing that really stands out to me. I would say the one that kind of stands out to me a little bit more out of the gourmands is Kissa Delicious, because this one takes you a little bit more on a journey, which I enjoy. So a lot of people like Caramel Cascade. She is very popular, but I don't think we really love her, you know. I think we love the idea of her, but not her specifically. All right, next is an oldie but a goodie. This is one of the fragrances that I think put Middle Eastern fragrances on the map for the fragrance community. I'm just saying, even the mainstream folks. This is Casa Blanca from Swiss Arabian. This one is going to be your sweet, fruity, floral, slightly suede fragrance. It has some caramel nuances to it. To me, I really get that green apple along with the caramel, that suede. It gives this really smooth element. So you kind of get this like caramel apple type of scent, which I really like. It smells really good. It lasts all day on the skin. I remember you could find this on Amazon for like 30 bucks, and I think it's double now. I think this is like 60 or 65. And personally, I feel like this is one of those deeper, richer fragrances for the fall and winter. This just screams fall to me. It just reminds me of fall. So if I had to choose if this is just popular, if we really love it, I think that we really love this one, because this one, the girls were talking about for so long, and I put so many people onto this fragrance that really don't have a large collection, and they love this one. So Casa Blanca for Swiss Arabian, yeah, we love her. This next one is one that's fairly new to my collection, so I haven't been able to really get to know her, but she didn't make a good first impression. This is Rifat from Paris Corner. This one is supposed to be similar to Baby Cat from YSL, which I do not own. This is a green, warm, spicy, woody fragrance with some vanillic touches. I don't know, y'all. Like, this one, I just don't think it's my jam. I've never smelled Baby Cat, but there's something about this that I just don't like. I typically like more resinous, woody, vanillic fragrances, but for me, I think the LMI that's in here, the LMI is just very intense. It's very green, and I'm not much of a fan of like green fragrances. It is super smoky, it's sexy, it's you know, it's seductive, but it's just that opening I can't really vibe with. But the deep dry down is where it starts to, you know, get a little better with the olibanum. You get a little bit of a vanillic touch to it, some cedar. I really feel like this one is just popular. I know some people love it. For me, I'm so happy that I don't have Baby Cat if it smells like this. I'm just saying. Next, we have one that's supposed to be inspired by one of my favorite scents. Okay, one of my favorite scents. This is Mango Punch from the Amir collection by Paris Corner. If you love mango skin, or if mango skin was just a little off to you and you wanted to be like a little bit more fruitier, less boozy, or like the musk was just not there for you, like that just wasn't your zhuzh, Mango Punch. Mango Punch. Sweet, fresh, fruity, mouth-watering, delicious, and it performs pretty well as well. So I think this one is great. I think this one, we love it. We love her. You need her if you want a good mango scent. And don't fret, the mango video is coming, but this one I had to get some more wear so I could tell y'all the tea. But yeah, this one, yeah, she's her for sure. And Pear Potion, I should have brought her out too. Yeah, we love her too. All right, next we have like collections, right? So we have multiples within that same line. I'm gonna start off with the Yaras, right? We have the original Yara, we have Yara Moi, and then we have Yara Tus. Now the original Yara is very popular, right? All of these are very popular, but this one is the one that like broke the internet. Speaking of broken, I broke mine. But this one is sweet, it's creamy, it's slightly powdery, it has this very nice fruity tone to it as well. This one's really, really nice. And people say that Kissa, like the original Kissa Pink from Paris Corner, is similar to that, which I agree with. And then we have Yara Moi, which is more of your fruity floral, fresh, sweet. Fruity floral lovers would love this one with a little bit of a musky tone. And then Yara Tus is for the mango lovers, but you like mango, you like coconut, you like a little bit of a tropical vibe, right? With yellow florals and all that good stuff. This one surprised me because it's heavier on the white florals than I was expecting, but that creaminess from the coconut really takes over as well. So I don't get much mango, but I get a lot of those creamy white florals along with that creamy coconut. So with that being said, I feel like this line was just popular because I don't hear anyone saying like any of these are their favorites of all times or whatever. I do like them all, but they're not my absolute favorites. Like I'll die without them, you know, like I need them, like how I feel about like Terak or whatnot. These are okay, like they're good, middle of the road. I like them. I'm not a huge stan of them, but they can stay. The next collection that I have for you guys is the Musk collection from Gulf Orchid. Now, this collection was one that I kind of had to get to know, right? At first I was like, I'm not impressed or whatnot, but as time has gone on and I've worn them more, they did something. Still to this day, my favorite is pomegranate. This one is just a very sophisticated, sweet, fruity, musky fragrance with some powdery touches to it. I think it's really nice, and I just think it's super sexy, but you also get that fruitiness. It gives kind of this elegant but grown woman type of fruitiness, which I find to be very sexy for like date night and things like that. And that musk is kind of like powdery, so it gives this aphrodisiac type of vibe. That's how all of these smell, but this one to me is a little bit more on the sexier side than the rest of them. Now Tahara Vanilla. Tahara Vanilla was one that I wasn't that impressed by, but as I've worn it more and more and I've layered it, I think that this one is really nice. This is one I love to wear to bed. Like this just gives me cozy and comforting vibes. It's sweet, it's powdery, it's a little floral, but it's more on the powdery side. It's like a powdery vanilla, which I'm cool with because I don't have a lot of these in my collection. It doesn't go too powdery to where it's like super mature though, so that's how I feel like I can really get with this. It's just more on the fresh side, but it is still powdery. So Tahara Vanilla is really nice as well. Now these next two are a little bit like middle of the road for me. They're not super special, but they're not terrible. I have tropical fruits and then I have blueberry. Now personally, I think that tropical fruits tickles my fancy a little bit more than blueberry. I liked blueberry in the beginning because of that opening. It was very fresh, but then when it dried down, it kind of smells like Tahara Vanilla to me. Like they all end up being powdery and musky with a little bit of a floral tone to it. But tropical fruits has those tropical fruits, which is nice. So I've kind of been gravitating towards this one more than this one recently. But I think once we get closer to fall, I'll grab more towards blueberry a little bit, and I'll layer this with other fragrances as well, like One Umbrella for Two or other fragrances that have more of that like blueberry tone to it. So yeah, I really like this whole collection, and I feel like the whole collection we love. Like I feel like a lot of girls love it, and for me personally, I definitely love it. If you haven't tried out one or all of them, you definitely should, and they're really affordable. So for these beautiful bottles, you can get for I think less than $30, and I have a 10% discount code with Aroma Concept. So if I have any discount codes or anything like that, I'm gonna have all the fragrances and all that linked down below. But yeah, these two are bomb. Okay, next. I need some water, y'all. My throat is dry. But next I have two fragrances from the same collection, so I'm going to kind of talk about them together. We have Cahier Pistachio and Cahier Fusion. So Cahier Pistachio is supposed to be similar to Young Pistachio Gelato 33 from Kayali, and Cahier Fusion is supposed to be similar to Eden Sparkly Lychee from Kayali. Now I will say that they are similar to those fragrances, but they definitely have their differences. I kind of want to do a comparison video. I don't know if I want it to be a full video or just a short, but they definitely have similarities and differences. I would say Cahier Pistachio is a very sweet, candied, like cotton candied pistachio fragrance. So it's nutty. It has a little bit of a creaminess to it, but not too creamy. It has a little bit more of a fresh and bright tone to it. I also get a little bit of a spice, so it's really nice. I do think that it vibes with the OG. It lasts for a really long time as well. So this one I think is really nice if you wanted that Young Pistachio vibe and you didn't like all that spice and the booze that's in that one. one. I don't think it's too much, but sometimes it does tickle my nose to this day. But yeah, that's what this one is. And then Fusion, Kahir Fusion is very fresh, it's bright, it's sparkling, it's fruity, it's floral. I do get a lot of that lychee that's in there, which kind of gives it like this ultra feminine vibe, and it really projects, it really performs. I would say it outperforms the original, to be completely honest, but it's really good. Like this one is really, really nice, and the lychee is extremely intense. It's not as floral as sparkling lychee. It's a little bit more on the fruitier, juicier side. So I would say for both of these, we love them, especially me. I think these are great. I love having these and the originals as well, just to compare and contrast. And yeah, I think that we love these and I'm here for them. All right, last but certainly not least, we have two extremely popular fragrances in this Middle Eastern realm. We have Khamra, and then we have Khamra Kafa from Latafa. Now, if we had to talk about them and I had to choose which one I feel like is better, I'm definitely going with Khamra Kafa because I love me a good warm spicy coffee fragrance with some sweetness. Khamra is going to be your angel share type of vibe, right? You're going to get that warm spicy sweetness with a little bit of booze. Add a little bit of coffee to that as well. That's where you get Khamra Kafa. Now, I would say that we love both of these, and the reason why I'm just gonna flat out and say it is because these two are just incredible. They're absolutely beautiful, and for what you pay, you are getting similar vibes to Angel Share, which I own and I love. It's just not as boozy, so I would say that this is a little bit more feminine because it's just like warm, spicy, and more sweet. It's more vanillic. It's less boozy. Khamra Kafa is the same way. It's sweet, it's warm and spicy, but you have that coffee there to kind of give this scent that more warm, enveloping, slightly cozy vibe. So yeah, it's really, really nice, really pretty. I really enjoy both of these layered together or on their own. And if you are looking for a more affordable alternative to Angel Share, I think Khamra is your girl or guy. And then if you want something a little bit more coffee-esque, then Khamra Kafa is perfect. All right, y'all, so that's all I have for you guys today. What did you think about today's video? Because I would absolutely love to know. Do you want to see me do other versions of this with different brands, or, you know, just make this a series in general? Because I would definitely do that for sure. Also, what are some Middle Eastern fragrances that you love or you think are just popular? List them down below. Come on, let's chit chat, let's have a dialogue. If you are new to my channel, I do quiz you guys at the end of all of my videos just to see who's been rocking with me into the end or whatnot. And for today's video, go ahead and leave me the thumbs up emoji so I know you guys made it until the end. I love you guys so much, and I will see you all in the next one.